Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven. So as you can probably see, I've now begun, well, I'm finished, I believe, on my stage 2. I did a video on my stage 1, which I would call my kind of beginner setup. Bear in mind, this is the first time I've really played this game. So it might not be absolutely perfect meta gaming, the most optimal ever. But yeah, that was my stage 1. So this is what I would call my stage 2. That it's a little bit more automated in that, as you can see, I have upgraded the crucibles, so I have these things, smelters I believe they're called, so that now basically anytime I want to make a bar, I just need to left click on this and it will make me a bar. And I still have the crucible under this the concrete block here, so this will still heat up the bars, and then I have my little area here for making jewelry and all that. So yeah, basically I would say that this probably had cost me around 6 or 7,000 roughly. I didn't work it out exactly because the conveyors are quite expensive. And then the fact that I've added these are quite expensive. I think the smelters are like 1,300 each. Of course, if you didn't have as much money, you could have this exact same setup, but have the old style crucibles here rather than the smelter that I have, and that would obviously be cheaper because you wouldn't be yeah, but then you would have to do the same as what I was doing in the last video, and you would have to like manually pour that into the mold if you want to make a bar. So yeah, I kind of like this as my stage 2. I'm not quite sure if the pipe work is optimal because it's a little bit awkward, right? Because I had anytime that you are making a conveyor, there needs to be a water pipe. So it's like I had a little bit of a dilemma here with the water pipe. I had one that had to go into the harvester, and then I somehow had to work out how to get the pipe to carry on the other side for the other side of the conveyor belt, because it won't feed through this machine. So then I had to do like a T junction. I mean, it kind of worked out because actually by this point the water pressure had gotten a little bit weak. So as you can see, I've added this water pressurizer, and you just need to put these shard bars that I have here inside, right? You basically have to click on it and you put a bar inside, and it will help your water pressure. So it did kind of work out in the end, but yeah. And then I've only done these 3 stations to sort the iron, the gold, and the shards, because that's what I use the most. And then basically all of the... I have one of the gem cutter things that you can add on to a straight conveyor belt, so that at least all the gems that I am getting in here are already cut. Of course, they are mixed up, but honestly, at this point, it doesn't really bother me if they're mixed up because I'm only really using them for jewelry at the moment, and I can basically use any of them, so it's not really a big deal, is it? So yeah, I mean, for me, this is a good kind of stage 2. I've tried to have this area with all the concrete blocks. Obviously, I will improve it in the future. It's so much easier with these rather than the crucible, because the crucible, the opening is really small, so you have to like position it every time exactly for the things to fall into it. But with this, obviously the opening is much larger and it will easily just fall in there every time, so I do really like that. So yeah, there you go. This is my stage 2. If you are playing this game and have some ideas of how I could improve this, you can let me know. Obviously, it hasn't been beautified or anything. At some point in the future, I might beautify it. But yeah, and then obviously I'll make another video when I do like stage 3. I mean, honestly, at this point, I think I'm not far off finishing in this plot on the map. I think what I'm going to do is pretty much, because I don't think there's much more automation I could do here. Of course, I could add more sorter, splitter, conveyor belt thingies so that I could sort out all of these if I really wanted, but I'd have to add another like 3, I think. Is it 3? Are there 3 different types of gems? Yeah, 3. But actually, if you think about it, in theory, I should be also sorting out for these other rarer ores as well. So, yeah, if I really wanted everything 100% automated, right, I would have to have like 5 more splitters. I don't know. Maybe I'll add it in the future, but at this point, I'm feeling like I might just kind of stop and say that's enough on this this particular plot of land. Obviously, I would come back every so often to make the bars and to make some jewelry, right, to keep the money flowing. But yeah, there's other areas of the map with other claims that I would like to explore. Obviously, I need to work out how to craft more of these machines myself, which I will do. But yeah, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.